All right, October 6th. No, and we are sorting goats. Half of you girls, oh, now there's a white tag. I guess you guys can stay here if you want, but you're not gonna. All right, I better get over there. You're a pain. Let's see if they'll follow her in. Come on, girls. Go into the barn. Grandma's got treats for you. Remind me to count everybody that we've got so we can... Hey, come on.
Yep.
Get in there.
Yep.
No, get in there. I'm sorry, girl. I know that's horrible, but...
Get out of the way.
All right, October 23rd. All right, what I'm doing now is graining the calves. That's gonna end up smacking me right in the head. So it's about 55 degrees out. Already know that it's time to feed. Kind of nice thing about them being out there is I can get this dumped out without worried about getting kicked. Hi, Kevas. Is all of you here? Doesn't look like all of you. I think we're supposed to have 28 kivers here. Oh yeah, I think there's some over there. I'll have to bring them around before I let these guys in. Don't know why they kind of got lost from the herd. Must have followed the goats. All right, so I got the corn put down. See, they're over there. And then bucket and a half go to the does down there. Full bucket goes between the calves, or the one calf and the bucklings. I don't know what the other bucket's for. Alright. So instead of taking the whole bag there, I think what I'm gonna do is empty it into a bucket. If I can get the strings open. Of course, person never opens quite the right side. Yes, I hear ya. You see me here, right? So, apologize, it's been a hot minute since we've done chores together, or since I've done any taping. This is the last time I picked up the camera. And I do believe we've banded the bucklings that were born in the fall, and dewormed them and given everybody their ear tags. Always fun stuff. The rest of them come around? They didn't, did they? Oh, some high protein pellets on top. So I'm out doing chores by myself. Got the rest of the crew, or some of the rest of the crew, out getting 2 bucks, myotonic cross bucks from Minnesota, I think. Yeah. Okay, so before we let these guys in, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. Jeez, got half the herd still over there. Okay. So we'll go get these. But anyway, they're off getting 2 myotonic bucklings from Minnesota, which is the closest producer we could find that has purebred myotonics. And we want to get some new bloodlines, new myotonic bloodlines in to our herd, because we do have myotonic in there, but we've been using the same bloodline for quite a while. So we decided it's time to see if we can get some new bloodlines. And boy, I tell you what, the closest ones seem to be, hi Cavas, closest ones seem to be in Texas. So we found these people, and they have really nice livestock, so we decided, hey, might as well grab these couple that they have. They're not a big herd, but it's nice to have them only 7 hours away instead of 20 some hours away. So let's go see if I can get ran over by these calves. Usually I guess they are over waiting for their grain, but these guys were not, so get the lucky job of hopefully they'll follow me over. I forgot we got this here. But see, there's still a lot of really good grass. I just had a memory pop up in my Facebook page that about this time 5 years ago, we had snow on the ground. So come on, calves. And then while I'm walking the calves in, there's the does. Come on, calves. And they know that we're graining these, and so they're really bent out of shape that they're not getting grained. So what we do is we, come on Cava, don't be that way, is we grain the calves, and then we got to lock them in so the goats don't go in there and eat all their grain. Hey calves, okay. At least it's a nice day out. I tell you what, the days I don't like to do this are the days of when the snow is already flying and it's super cold out. I don't like those days. Come on, super brightness. Come on. Come on. Okay. I guess we'll let you in here. You guys are very much trained on this, aren't you? 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shoot, I lost my count. Because I have calves coming in from every direction. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I'm gonna let them get lined up here. Back in the day, when I was younger in high school, so you know, the ancient times, he actually worked at a sale barn, and I was in charge of penning cattle. So used to doing the counting of the cattle, but been doing it a lot more with the goats lately. And goats don't shift around like cattle do. I just like to get a nice count just to make sure nobody's left behind. Yep, 28 out here. Oh, we turned the bucks out also for breeding for spring. Oh, I don't know if I want to. You know what? I'm going to walk over there. I'm going to say hi to them. See how everybody's holding up. And then I'll go turn on their water, because I'm assuming we turned waters off last night because we've been getting freezes. Well, more like frost every night, and we don't want to freeze up our hydrants. Well, I just want to check to see how you ladies are doing. How you doing with the gentleman? Hi. Yeah, we should either take this corral system down or build it back up, but hi. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, you guys did make a hole in there, and now y'all have to come through it. You've been chasing, haven't you, Atticus? Should we go see what your water's doing? Okay. It's been a couple of days. I had to go, since I've been out here, I had to go clean my tree cooler and put in some FaceTime at work. The government shutdown has not affected my job at the conservation district since we're not federal employees, but I did have to move out of my office because it's a federal office into my tree shed office. So not a big deal for me. Yeah, is that gate over there is it closed?
No, it's open.
Awesome.
Because they've actually, and that's why. Because these guys
Yeah.
were out there.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, now they're not. Yep. And I didn't know if the waters were.
I didn't unhook any of them because I looked at the temperature. And
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to get to. No way. No way you're a pain in the butt.
They look good though.
They do. Holy macaroni. You girls look really good. Boy, they're not getting like hardly any corn though for as many as are out here, which is fine.
That's what I said.
Because it's not been.
Honestly,
That water looks fine. Boy,
wouldn't send them over the edge.
yeah. No, for some reason I thought we gave them like 3 buckets.
I'm coming.
Oh, you guys. So Tico did finally come over here, huh?
We did get him over here, and ironically enough, it was actually simple to do. It was me and Mom who did it.
I think he was lonely, huh? Fill the rest of this bucket up with pellets. We actually don't have a lot of chores to do. It's just when you get out of shape for doing chores. And buckets are a little bit heavier than what you think. Hi, Travis. Oh, hi. Hi, Scooper. I don't know why we're feeding you guys in here, but come with me. Ooh, it's gonna be a nice day. Come on, kids! You guys don't need to be out or in the barn. Really, you're cattle. That's the reason why this barn is so full of flies. Come on, calves, you guys go out. You don't need to be laying in the barn. Boy, that girl that we need to sell sure looks good.
Yeah.
Hi, babies. Everybody doing good. Some of them haven't haired yet.
No.
Interesting. My doll bugs. I guess we don't need this hooked up because you guys can water over there, but I know you guys sure like this water. I'll ask Alyssa. Hi, girls. So these were the babies born this last spring. You are a bottle kid and in pain. Big pain. And whether it looks like it or not, there's 86 out here. Yeah. So these girls used to go out here and eat alfalfa and stuff, but now they go out there, and there's a lot of really good grass still out in the creek bottoms. And then they water over in their yard by the red tin shed. They just like to water out of this tub. It's not that they can't get water up there, they just, this is what they have been doing. And I don't mind having water out here for them. But if we don't hook this back up, then I'm going to take it back up to the barn. So, got to put a bale out here, and right now we have found, since it's so nice out and everybody's still out grazing and stuff, we found we just need to put hay out. And they're eating the hay because they're still munching on a whole bunch of alfalfa in that patch. And then when they come in, they're all full of alfalfa, fresh alfalfa. And so they like to load up on hay to keep their rumens evened out. So, yeah. Oh. Hello, Keva. I heard you jumped in to the shelter belt. Ew, he was a bottle calf and just got monstrous. Yeah, you can't get in there with him because he still thinks he's a small little calf and run you over. But boy, he's big. Yes, you are. Oh, it's gonna make me so sad when we have to sell you or butcher you. But boy, you'll taste good. Do not come through this fence. You know you're big enough to do it. You know you're big enough to do that. We have a problem with things being way too tame. Way too tame. Oh, yeah, give you a good scratch on your tail head. Yeah, oh, that feels good. Yeah, we had him out there with those girls, and he jumped over the fence over there. Well, there was a part that was kind of leaning. That was our fault. So he took advantage of that, and I don't know if he jumped so much as just wallowed over part in the fence and got into the shelter belt. So what that did is it forced us to fix that part of the fence, which we needed to anyway. Oh, I tell you what, now it's about 60, probably 62 degrees. And it is beautiful out. Man, they're saying the end of October, so in about a week, weather's supposed to get more seasonal, which means colder temps. I could just stay like this all winter. We know it won't, but on days like today, it's nice being out here. But it won't be long where it's going to be days of hovering in the 30s, snow on the ground, all the grass frozen out. So then we're out here fluffing hay all the time and making sure everybody's keeping their body condition adequately. Winters are tough in this neck of the woods. So the longer it can stay nice in the fall, we're very thankful for days like this. All right, so now we go up to the other place, let the calves out so they can go get a drink. They should be finished up on their grain eating. And then we fill buckets for tomorrow's feeding. And honestly, then we're done out here. Then they just get to, we've worked all the goats, and the goats, the ones that need to be out or have bucks out with them, have the bucks out with them. We don't have anything that's kidding until spring, which is such a relief. I know, I love kidding season, do not get me wrong, but doing it twice a year, and then the year before we did like 3 or 4 groups. Yeah, we're not going to do that again. So just twice a year is what we're going to stick with for kidding out. So yeah, and so far, knock on wood, everybody's pretty healthy, and with the nice weather, you know, everybody's got water, and we don't have to set out heated tubs just yet. Yeah, so when the weather does change, then we change the way we do everything. But when the weather changes and it gets colder, that's the one thing about the watering. We don't have auto waterers for everybody that don't freeze up. So we put heated tubs out, and we fill those. But when it's cooler out, they don't drink as much. So it's a little bit of a trade-off. Here pretty soon we're going to have to get a load of corn. We were hoping to be able to wait until we harvested our own corn, but not going to happen. I'm going to go out and check on waters, but when we sold goats to Kentucky, the hauler that came up had a couple of chickens in the back of his trailer. This hen is one of them. She's wild, and she is raising some little chicks with her. So she won't let me get near them, and she's probably lost a couple. But this is the first time she's ever been up in the barn. Must be looking for water. Funny. And then that's the rooster that came up with them. And he's torturing our other 2 roosters. Are you bringing your little chicks here? Oh goodness, like I said, she's wild. She won't let us anywhere near them. And the first time she had chicks, we managed to catch her and her little chicks and put her in a tub, and then we moved her to our little brooder house that we have, and she got out and just left her chicks behind. And so we were taking care of them, and then a cat got in there, must have, or something got in there and got all the chicks. So we decided this next time, now that she's got chicks again, we were going to leave them with her and see how they did. Not that we need chickens, and they'd be wild ones, but I don't know, what do you do? So far they're alive. And these guys that were all up in here went out to graze, and now I'm just gonna walk out to the water over here and just double check it. So we decided to fence in this little area here that comes down from the barn, because come winter we're thinking about wintering the calves in this area here, because we have a hydrant over here, we have a hydrant over here if we need to, and feeding them in here for the winter, because we have access point to get a bale in. We can bring bale from over there where we've got some going through here. We can bring bale in through here, because like I said, winters get bad enough here where sometimes you gotta have multiple access points of where you can feed your livestock, just in case one spot blows in. And we don't have a lot of time nor the patience to be out plowing everything out all the time. Usually that takes a couple of hours, and when it's just going to blow in anyway. So we just create multiple access points where we can get feed in and get these guys fed. And this is a lot of weeds and stuff, and so we're going to roll out bales here for the calves to eat, because calves will eat rolled out bales. Goats will just trample on them and waste it all. But cows will actually eat a rolled out bale, and by rolling the bales out on these weeds, then hopefully it'll smother the weeds and let the grass come back up. And that's our hope anyway, because I tell you what, it's hard to get control of weeds once they start. And yeah, so here's the pen that the calves can come into. So they're up at my brother's, and there's an opening over there, and usually I think I see just a glimmer of the goats coming out, because the goats like to come out and graze out here, because there's some nice alfalfa still growing out here. So they come out here, and this is where we used to feed the calves, and now the calves are up at my brother's more. So instead of chasing them all the way out here, driving out here, unloading the feed, this is where the goats come out too, and they, have the lick tubs, and they've got water out here. I just wanted to double check it. And I see our neighbors are combining soybeans, and then the younger girls are out in that pasture taking that stuff down. Okay. Yeah, so we've got small pens all over the place for the goats and now for the calves, and the reason why we did that is to do rotational grazing for the goats and now for the calves. We'd forgotten to put one wire in the bottom of this fence over here. They found it, pushed it out, and a couple of the green tags got in with the mamas and the babies, which no big deal. They sorted themselves off pretty good, and we let them back out. It's amazing, but goats kind of like to keep with the group that they're used to. And so, like, the fall kidders prefer to be in with everybody that they've kidded with in the fall. And the younger groups like to stay together. Hi, Kieva. God, he's so cute. And So then as they get older, the green tags like being with the green tags, white tags like being with the white tags, because they're all the same age and they're used to each other and they've kind of bonded with each other. And then you start mixing them up a little bit, and it takes them a little while to become, we'll say, friends with the other ones. There's always a lot of fighting when we put, you know, different age groups in with each other. But like the fall kidding group, we've got 2-year-olds, we've got yearlings, 2-year-olds, and 3-year-olds in our fall kidding group. And then in our spring kidding group, it's the kind of the same mix, but we have some older girls in there that we're gonna be sorting off after they get bred and taking them to the sale barn. And it's not that they're not good does, they are. It's just they get to a certain age and you start kidding them out and they start just beating the tar out of the younger ones because of the hierarchy, you know. You get your queen bees, which are usually your older girls, and for us it just works to have a bit of a younger group. You know, you don't have to worry so much about their bags going bad. But the 5-year-olds that are up in our spring kidding group, reason why they're still here is because they are amazing moms and still have good udders and everything. It's just they're getting the queen bee syndrome, which when we kid and we group them together, they can't be grouped with anybody but the same year that was born as them. So yeah, goats and their hierarchy. You guys being good to each other? It's the same with the bucks. Usually you can't put older bucks in, and there's that hen with her babies, that's the barn they stay in. Usually you can't put older bucks in with the younger bucks unless they're kind of outnumbered by the younger bucks, because they'll ride the little boys because they're dominating them because they're older. But we did have to put Tico in with these younger boys, because we've already gotten a lot of his daughters in our herd, so he's gonna be going soon, as his eyebrows and Chester. I know it'll be sad not having you boys here. You guys have been here for 5-6 years. We've got some good daughters from you. So time to flip over our bucks, which is why we're getting more outcross from the herd. And then those ones, once we get some myotonic crosses, then we'll put our boar bucks back on them. So we don't raise a purebred boar herd just because they don't have the maternal qualities that we like so much in a big size herd. You know, we want does that can have multiple babies and take care of them, have the adequate hi sweetie, have the adequate udder capacity to take care of multiple babies and not lose their condition. Okay, I do believe it's October 25th. Oh, Keva. Out here feeding this monkey chunk. Okay. You've got to let me get it over there first. Yes. Okay, here it comes. Here it comes. There you go. Oh my goodness. Bottle kids in the barn crying because we have weaned them. Boy, and everybody, all of the little spring doelings are just Twitter-pated in heat. Ah, goodness. Yes, I will get you guys water. Oh boy. And grain and all that good stuff. Let's see. I think I have enough in there. However, I might as well drop it off. We're waiting for a day when have just gotten some rain to burn all those. So now I get to take this out to the calves, see if they will follow me out, which I doubt they will. You guys are just lazy calvas. Come on, calvas. Come on. Come on, come get your grain. Did we forget to turn, oh, that turned all the waters off last night. Shoot. That adds quite a bit to the chores when you gotta go and turn on waters. There we go. Let's see if I can get these calves out of here. Turn on their water first. Oh. Hi, little calva. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, go eat some green. Oh, you guys do not need to be in this barn pooping. No, you don't. But I'll turn on your water. Which means I gotta remember to check the water up at the other place. All right. Chase these monkey chunks out. Come on. It's time to go outside. Come on. Time to go outside. 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 Don't need to be lazing in the barn all day. Your calves. Even the goats are outside. Come on, Blueberry, or whatever we called you. Come on. Get up. Get up. Good girl. You okay? Okay. Yep. Okay. Come on, back up. Out you go. Yep. You always got to stand back because they like to wing a foot out sometimes. Come on. Come on. Go. Go outside. Good gravy, you guys. And we lock them out. Now, let's take a look here at our new bucks. Hi. 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 You stink. Hi, Stinky. Hi, Twinkie. Hi. Oh, golly. How's it going, guys? Yeah. Looks like we need to deworm. Yeah. Need to deworm? Hi. Hi. Boys are stinky boys. You just don't know quite what to expect, huh? Probably have never seen cattle. Oh, gravy, those guys. Okay, so we're gonna feed them their little bit of corn and grain. And then I'm gonna go check waters. Let's see here. And check to see how the creep feed. Got that. that. Not too much for the little feeder that they've got back there. Yeah. So those guys got in at about 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's see. I think I'm gonna add some more corn to that. Hi guys. Oh, hi. I know. That was horrible. Yeah, it's horrible. Hi. 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 Oh boy. Hi. Okay. Go ahead. Hi, sweetheart. Yep. Well, they like their corn. I'm gonna leave that in here for now. Who has the poops? You again? Ay, ay, ay. You are the poopiest goat. No, no. Stay in there. Goats. Okay. Honestly, I think I'm gonna rinse this baby out and dump it. It's been a while, looks like. And then I'll go check on the water up there. Okay. So the easiest way to do this is just to bucket it out when it's nice and low. Like I said, it hasn't been cleaned for a while. Gets it all nice and stirred up anyway, so